Recently, we celebrated Pancake Day. Now, we had a fab pancake meeting at Glastonbury, and there was a quiz. One of the questions was, what do they do in Newfoundland and Labrador on Pancake Night that is unique around all the world? And I got to tell you, I had to think. It turns out that we're the only people that put stuff in pancakes, and nobody else does that. Now, pancakes to us means those lovely fluffy Scotch ones. So they're nice and thick and you can put stuff in it. So part of the fun was finding out which of these things you were going to get. The fun obviously was eating it because it was yummy, yummy, yummy. But what if you're going to get a plain pancake, or you're going to get one with a coin in it, or a button, or even a wedding ring? That was all part of the fun of pancake night. I remember Mom sterilizing and wrapping all these little parcels in wax paper and putting it in the pancakes. And I also recall washing the coins after the meal so they wouldn't be quite that sticky when I took them to school the next day to buy something at recess from the school canteen. Good stuff. The thing was that experience of pancake night was such a part of me that I thought everybody did it. And to find out that it was something of a unique tradition came as a bit of a surprise. We have something written into our DNA that we forget, and we think it's normal for everybody. But take John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, so that everyone who believes in him may not perish, but may have life eternal. See, that is about God's radical abundance. There's no scarcity with God, only radically generous, even scandalous abundance. And in this verse, God says, everything I have is yours, including myself. Sadly, we live with scarcity. Do you remember the great loo roll and pasta drought of 2020? And all we learned from that experience was that scarcity breeds scarcity, us and them, greed and fear. It turns out that there was never a scarcity. We just hadn't figured out how to share. But the good news is that in time we did, because there hasn't been a great loo roll and pasta drought of 2021. The thing is, with God, there is no scarcity. There is only abundance. That's why the sower, remember that parable? The sower threw seeds regardless of the soil. That's why Jesus was able to feed 5,000 people and more and have loads left over. You see, there is always God's radical, generous abundance in pandemic times, in times of joy, in times of worry, in all the times of life. Because God created the world in abundance and to be abundant. Now, somehow we humans have figured out that scarcity benefits the few over the many, and indeed creation itself. So what we need are the eyes to see and the ears to hear and the heart to believe and the will to live abundance. You see, when the abundant nature of God is forgotten, we forget something of ourselves and who God created us to be. And so when I remembered the coins of Pancake Night, something else came to mind. It seemed like the pancakes went on forever. Whenever anyone asked, would you like another pancake, at least two showed up on your plate. The abundance was filling and joyous and sweet and never ending. So thank you, Glastonbury, for reminding me of my cultural heritage, both as a Newfoundland and Labradorian and as a Christian. Pancakes are most excellent and should be eaten more often. And God is abundant in grace and justice and hope. Jesus Christ, the way of abundance, is witness and sign. God bless you.